Good morning, V Squad. Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, it is top of the morning and I am up and I am ready to get my day started. But I just wanted to lighten up the mood a little bit on my channel. I just wanted to tell you guys this funny story. So this is going to be like a story time. It wasn't funny at the time when all this had transpired, but you know, it's funny now. So in this video, I will be talking about the time that I got cheated on. This the real tea. Okay, so I'm not gonna give you guys too much information. Like, I'm not gonna go into super details about who the person is, because the person watches this channel and up to this day he doesn't even really know how I found out that he was cheating on me. But it wasn't funny at the time, but it's super hilarious now. So if you are interested in hearing this story time, get your tea, and keep on watching. Okay guys, so one night, okay, I'm gonna call him, which name should I give him? I'm gonna call him Honey Dip, right? So me and Honey Dip was chilling or whatever. We were in my basement and we were watching movies or whatever. And then I realized that Honey Dip at like 8 o'clock was like, oh, you know, he had to step out. He was going to go see his friends, right? So he had this mysterious friend and we were together for a while. So I've never met this friend before. I've only heard of this friend or whatever. The friend had like a guy name or whatever. Never met the friend. Supposedly he went to junior high school or high school with this friend, but never in my life, in the amount of time that I've been with this guy, I have ever met this friend. So anyway, he was like, oh, how he was gonna go check his friend. So he said he was gonna go check his friend. Cool. So it was like 8 o'clock or whatever at night. He said he was gonna come back later on, and I was like, okay, cool, no problem. So, you know, I'm a Gemini. And you know, Gemini seems to be, you know, we have like this sixth sense. We know when something ain't right. We just know when something is not right, right? So I'm like, interesting. So 9 o'clock passed, no phone call. 10 o'clock passed, 11 o'clock passed, 12 o'clock passed, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I still can't hear from Honey Dip or whatever. So I call him up or whatever, and I'm like noticing that he's sending me the voicemail. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, if you're with your friend, why all of a sudden are you not picking up my phone calls? Cool. So backtrack of the story, a month prior to this incident, I had let Honey Dip borrow my car, and Honey Dip had gotten a ticket on my car, right? So I don't know if this is still the case or whatever in New York, but I know like in New York, when you get a ticket and if the ticket is not paid, you can literally just put in the license plate number and it'll tell you where the ticket, where you got the ticket, like as far as the address. So it would literally tell you as far as the address on where you got the ticket. So, you know, something just told me, like my mother used to say, a spirit just tell me to go look up the ticket inside the system. So I type in nyc.gov, I look for parking ticket, and I put in my license plate, and behold, there goes the ticket, and there was the address. So the funny thing, what even really sparked me about the ticket situation was that Honey Dip was like, when he got the ticket, he was like, listen, you know, when you get the ticket in the mail, don't even look at the ticket. Don't even look at the ticket. You know, just give me the ticket. I'm going to pay for it. That was my first, like, why is he so adamant about me not looking at this ticket? Like, doesn't make any sense. But, you know, I tried to, like, not, you know, jump to conclusions. I was like, you know what, whatever. I got the ticket. I gave it to him. I didn't look at the ticket. I didn't look at the ticket. I didn't. But when he disappeared on me, I was like, nope, something is not right, right? So I look it up, put in my license plate number, and I see that he got a ticket not far from where I live. So I'm like, this is strange or whatever. Because as far as I'm concerned, he told me that his friend, his homeboy, live in such and such place, and this is really strange or whatever. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna like put on, you know, detective. Like, you know, I was just like, I don't know why I'm laughing about this now, but at the time, this was so not funny. So I jump in the car. No, I go outside and I see my sister. My sister was pulling up at the same time. And I'm like, hey, you know, do me a favor. Go over to this address or whatever and see if you see Honey Dip's car. And she was like, why don't you just come with me? I'm like, all right. So we did me and my sister did a whole stakeout, right? So we're driving. And on the main road to the left side, whose car do I see parked up? You got it. Honey Dip's car was parked up on the side of the road. And I'm just like, this is not where he said that his friend lived. Like, what's going on here? What is going on here? Right? So I'm like, okay, I didn't take my car, right? So at the time we took another car because I didn't want him to know my car or the other car. So we took like someone else's car that he wouldn't even know. Like by looking at it, he would never have suspected that we were in this car, right? So we're like parked up or whatever in front of the car. And so his car is parked right here. It's like literally parked right here. This is the street and we were parked across the street from his car. So his car was in this direction and our car where we were parked in was in that direction. So I'm like, where the heck is this guy at? Like he is really trying me right now, right? So now time passed it, right? Time is going, and I don't hear anything from him. But catch this though. Get this tea. 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? Don't judge me. I know I sound a little bit crazy or whatever because I was out there till 3 o'clock in the morning. Yes, your girl was out there till 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? I see your boy walking across the street. Happy-go-lucky, like, yeah, okay. And I'm just like, so I called him, right? And I'm like, and he doesn't know that I'm watching him as he's going across the street, right? So I'm like, hey, where you at? Your boy put out the full on Oscar nomination for Best Drama of the Year, okay? He was like, oh no, yeah, I just woke up. I fell asleep at house. And I was just like, oh really? As I'm watching him, okay, his eyes was closed. He went into full lights, camera, action mode, okay? He went into full mode to convince me that he fell asleep at AJ's house, right? So I'm just like, this is interesting, right? So as he's walking, I'm like, really? I'm like, oh, because somebody told me that they seen you on Remsen and whatever street, right? And he was like, he looked around, he was like, I ain't never seen nobody run that fast in my life, okay? The way he hauled ass out of there was hilarious. I mean, well, it wasn't hilarious at the time, but now that I'm thinking about it, it was the funniest thing ever, right? So he jumps inside his car, right? He looks both ways and he literally like drives off, right? So I'm like, wow, this man just really like lied in my face or whatever. So like he calls me back, he's like, call me back, he's calling me back. I'm like, what happened or whatever? He's like, oh, trying to convince me that the person was lying. Mind you, the person that told me was me, right? So he's like trying to convince me that I'm lying and that the person who told me that they seen him at such and such place was lying. And then he said he was going to come to my house to apologize, right? And I'm just like, no, don't come to my house because, you know, it would have been a dead giveaway because I wasn't even home or whatever, right? So I was just like, you're a liar. How could you do this to me? Blah, 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 blah. And I was just going off. You know, I was so mad. I was so angry or whatever. But guess what happened? I stayed with his ass anyway. So yes, guys, this was just really a funny story or whatever. We ended up staying together after he cheated on me. And then we broke up, right? So we broke up. And I don't even remember how he convinced me into staying in the relationship after he was caught cheating on me. And then the thing about it is that he was messing with this girl for a long time. I want to say he was messing with her for almost like 6 to 7 months. He was probably messing with her and lying to me and telling me that the reason why he even had her number in the first place was because she worked at Louis Vuitton and he was trying to get a discount for me to buy a bag for me at Louis Vuitton. Child, listen, I was just young and dumb, okay? Young and dumb. Yeah, I was young and dumb. But anyway, so even after that whole situation occurred, now that I think about it, Jesus Christ, the things that we deal with when we're young, right? So after that whole situation had transpired, we ended up staying together for a little while after, and then it just didn't work out. After a while, we just kind of grew apart. I ended up realizing that I didn't deserve this. I didn't deserve to be treated that way, you know? I didn't deserve to get cheated on. And then now that I'm getting older, I'm realizing that, is this a trait that all men have? You guys are just naturally just cheaters, right? I don't know. Let me know, guys. Let me know, guys. If you enjoyed this, a super hilarious video, don't forget to leave a comment below and tell me your experiences. Have you, ladies, you know, I know I'm not the only woman that got cheated on. I mean, this is something that is like regular in these around these parts, like regular in these parts. So I'm curious to hear your cheating stories. Ladies, did you stay? Fellas, did you stay once you got cheated on, or did you haul ass out of that relationship? Let me know. Let me know down below. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Until later, I gotta get my day started. You know, I didn't even take a shower yet. I just came on here to talk to you guys. So I'm gonna get my day started, guys, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. Make sure you like and subscribe as always. Love you guys. Peace and love.